On today's episode of Fix It Your Motherfucker Self, we got a 2006 Pontiac G6. Yeah, we got something to do on old girl, so we'll holler at y'all in a minute. Well, we got a little bit ahead of y'all. This is the intake. The intake is over there, but it's supposed to go right here. And it goes from here all the way around to the air boxes where this is going to be. But let me show you. You're going to disconnect this. Then there's going to be a 10 millimeter bolt right there. Then you're going to, but when you disconnect, there's a clamp going to be right there. It's going to be like a 5/16 or 8 millimeter. And then there's another clamp right in here. Then there's going to be a 10 millimeter bolt holding it down, 10 millimeter bolt holding it down there, and one more 10 millimeter bolt, and it pops all the way out. And that's what you got right there. So, then also on the air box, got the massive sensor plug. Disconnect that. But now that we're in here, we're going to take out the damn belt. Because one, it needs to be replaced anyway, as y'all can see. And two, you got to move this power steering pump to get to the what we're doing today, which is replacing the camshaft position sensor. So, down here at the bottom, there is the tensioner pulley. And you're going to get a 3/8 probably breaker bar or something and pull it towards the front to get the tension off and take this belt out. And then when you do that, you're going to take these two bolts out because the belt's not going to come out without taking those bolts out and sliding it underneath this little brace right here. So we're going to holler at y'all in a minute. These two bolts are 15 millimeter. Yeah, get those out. And you see we got the tension off the alternator. Now we just lift this up and pull the belt out. So we're going to holler at y'all in a minute. All right, what you're gonna need to do now is move this motherfucker, get in them little holes right there, get these 3 bolts out here for this goddamn power steering pump. And yeah, there it is. So we're gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Gonna get you a 14 millimeter, get that idler pulley out. Then we'll be back in a minute, y'all. All right, got 1, 2, 3 at the bottom. And those are 15 millimeters. Get this bracket out of here so you can get this pump out the way. We're not going to disconnect the lines. We're just going to move it out the motherfucking way. So we holler at y'all in a minute. All right, as you can see, the pump is up and out the way. There we go. It's 1 10 millimeter bolt. We're going to get some brake cleaner. Try to clean as much as we can before we get down in there and take this shit out. So be back in a minute, y'all. What you're going to do is you're going to pull up that white tab, push the connector in, and then there you have it. It's a mess down in there. So let's get to it. I'll tell you in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand corrected. That is a 8 millimeter. That's the bolt. So we're going to get in there and get that out. So I'll tell you in a minute. Well, you see we got the old one out. There's the old one. And here's the new one. So we're going to put this thing back there. Put old Humpty Dumpty back together again. So we're going to holler at y'all in a minute. Oh, yeah, we got to go to the auto store to go pick up the part for the belt. Other than that, man, we're going to get this thing back together. Call it one. So I'll try in a minute. Here it is. This is the old one. Got the new one in. Tightened up, buttoned in. Now we're going to put this bitch back in. So we're going to holler at y'all in a minute. As y'all can see, Humpty Dumpty is almost back together again. We got to put the belt on. And then put that bracket back on. Other than that, man, we're going to holler at y'all in a minute. Oh, that new belt. Here's the part number in case y'all need it. Yeah, so we're going to get old Humpty Dumpty back together again. Oh, you know, I thought about something too. In the beginning when I was telling everything. There's a cover that goes on top of this, which is right there. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take the oil cap out, take the cover off, which is held on by these little prongs, and then after you take it back out, you're gonna put the oil cap back on so nothing falls in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Well, as y'all can see, we gotta Humpty Dumpty back together again, and we gotta pick up our toys. Yeah. So now we start the old girl up, see what she do. So holler at y'all in a minute. All right, let's see what she do. Well, is. It was louder than this, if you believe it or not. But it looked like it's calming on down. This thing really didn't have hardly any oil in it. Yeah, it's calming down a lot. We put some Marble Mystery Oil in there. Then we put, this thing takes 4 quarts of oil, and we put some Marble Mystery Oil. So we do 3 and then 1/4 of Marble Mystery Oil. Because some dumbass, before I got a hold of this car, put a big old bolt that wasn't supposed to be in there. So it was leaking oil. The customer knows. So he's got to get the, because you know, my regular job, I drive a school bus. If this was the summertime, I could take care of it, put a new oil pan on there with a new bolt and everything. But he knows about it. This is his daughter's car, so he's going to get it taken care of. Well, yeah, this thing sounds a lot better than it did. All right now, got a new belt on there, got the new camshaft position sensor. Hey, this thing going to be like new money. We're going to holler at y'all in a minute. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Fix It Your Motherfucking Self on this 2006 Pontiac G6. Till the next time, y'all stay out of the folks' face because the flu is going around. So we holler at y'all next time around.